Hello again, gang. Welcome back to another Football Manager 2023 experiment. Jayhuahua here, and today we're talking about Indonesia once again. We did a video on the channel where I gave Indonesia max youth rating, and the quest was, could they win the World Cup? Spoilers, yes they did. 130, I want to say 138 years. But it might have been 2,138, 116 years. Anyway, they did. Comment in there, Fitchy Van Persie. Long-time commenter, long-time subscriber of the channel. Thank you very much for that. Challenged me. Said, could they win it much quicker with 4 perfect players? You've seen the thumbnail. I've built up the intro. It'll be no surprise to learn that I've made 4 perfect players for Indonesia. Let's jump into it. We've got Graham, David, Martin, and Sammy, a goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, and striker. They're all 15, about to turn 16. They're all unattached out of their clubs. Now, in terms of the goalkeeper, I've given 10 for eccentricity, 10 for punching tendency, and 10 for rushing out tendency. Eagle-eyed viewers who've seen the perfect goalkeeper video where I mentioned the eccentricity video, still working on it. I've done the simulation about 4 times, and it's just it's so inconclusive that I don't feel it warrants a video, because I feel there's something there, and I can't bring you part 1 being rubbish and then part 2 actually giving you the information. So bear with me on that one. Eccentricity is on its way at some point. I digress. Graham, there you go. David, perfect. Again, frozen attributes. David, perfect in attributes. All the attributes are frozen, of course. Martin, again, yeah. Sammy, yeah. So, in terms of this video, you're going to be following the careers of these 4 players. We're going to follow their club careers, see where they go. Most likely, we're going to end up in Europe at the top teams. We're going to follow their international career, of course, but we will also jump forward into the future and see how Indonesia got on when these guys had retired. In terms of Indonesia, they are 154th in the world, and they've got a 56 youth rating. I'm going to make a note of this. So, in terms of the schedule, doesn't appear to be any schedule for Indonesia as a nation yet. Yeah, so let's jump through 1 year and just get a little foothold in the experiment. So, a year in, none of them have gone anywhere. Maybe they're too young. That's probably why. They're too young to go abroad. Well, why haven't they gone to Indonesian clubs? So, as of 2023, this is where they've made their debut. Sammy striker, Martin midfielder, David defender, and Graham goalkeeper in 2 storming wins. Sammy striker scored 5 in this game. He's got 2 caps, 7 goals. No club. Was not expecting that. I was not expecting them to not have a club. Surely the Indonesian league, you've got to be looking at him. They're 148th in world ranking. Speaking of world ranking, Gareth's still in charge of England. But it was Brazil that won the World Cup, beating England in the final. Absolute heartbreak, 3-1. Beating Belgium in the semis on penalties. Go on, England. Oh, look at that. Phil Foden equalising after Neymar put them ahead. And your 3-1 win, you think, yeah, that's, pretty cut and dry. I mean, in terms of the stats, Brazil absolutely dominated them. They deserved it. But Neymar with a penalty in the 94th minute, and in the 95th minute, Roberto Firmino. We watched the goals. Nothing to do with Indonesia, this, and the 4 perfect players, but I'm interested. There we go. Neymar putting them ahead. Lovely finish. Ramsdale. Oh, so Route 1. but he got there. Phil Foden with the goal. And this is just going to show the penalty. We're not going to see. How did they win the penalty then? Alexandro, Neymar, soft. I think he's dived there. He's then picked himself up. And of course, he's dispatched it. And then basically, straight from kickoff, it would seem, England obviously going for the equaliser, and they've left themselves open at the back, and Aaron Ramsdale's fuming. Understandably. Luke Shaw got sent off in the 69th minute. Oh dear. A shambolic first year. Maybe I made them too young. We're going to go through one more year then. Surely they've got a club by now. Still no club. 17 games. They're now 89th in the world. Sammy's got 51 goals in 17 caps. Martin's got a goal a game. Dave, 3 goals. Graham, no club. Can't even look at his previous stats. The Asian Cup, winners Indonesia. For the first time in their history, they've just strolled to it, understandably, with the 4 perfect players. We've put the only one on penalties, though, against Thailand. Of course, it was Sammy with the goal. And in terms of the World Cup qualifiers, they're top of the group and almost certainly going to get themselves to the 2026 World Cup. So I think we need to jump forward again. They're 17. They'll be 18 soon, and they should be able to get a contract in another country. I don't understand how the Indonesian league hasn't picked them up. PSG want them all. They all go to PSG, I'll be livid. Go forward one more year. None of them at PSG. Dave's gone to Porto. Did not expect that. The rest of them are all in bloody Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Al Ain. Oh, in the UAE. Apologies. Sergei Rebrov's in charge. Al Sadd is in the Qatar League. So is Al Dulail. Sammy Striker. 24 goals in 26 games. International, he's got 63 in 27. He's slowed down. He had 51 in 17. He's only got 12 in his last 10. But in terms of Indonesia then, in terms of the schedule, they lost in the final to Thailand in the Sea Championship. Southeast Asian Championship, is that? We'll see. I say we'll see. I'm not going to check. That's what I'm guessing it is. Logic, right? If it's wrong, apologies to my Indonesian contingent that are following this channel and have commented on previous videos. Let me know. Am I right? Am I wrong? Well, it'd have to be Indonesian. If you just know the answer, just let me know. Well, we're heading to the World Cup. So should we jump through? Now, we jumped through 2 years. And we've got Dave, who's still at Porto. 109 games, 15 goals. For Indonesia, he's got 53 caps. Graham also got 53 caps. He moved from Al Dulay, where he'd gone for free. And he's gone to Bayern Munich. And in 23 appearances for Bayern Munich, he's conceded 8 goals. 13 million. What a signing. Sammy Striker for Manchester United. He's got 100 goals in 53 appearances for Indonesia at the age of 20. There's going to be some records going on here. Yeah, so he played for Al Sadd for quite a while. He's got 90 goals in 80 games with 30 assists. This guy is something else. And he's gone to Manchester United for £20 million. And I've not got the league loaded. Liverpool have bought Martin, who is also doing the business. Look at this. 23 goals, 17 assists, 16 player of the matches. Unbelievable stuff. The 13th in the world are Indonesia. And England have got to the final again. This time they've won it. Indonesia getting through to the final, losing 2-1 to England. Sammy Striker with the goal. We can watch them. We've watched 2 World Cup finals involving England in this experiment. Indonesia that took the lead. Sammy Striker with the header just inside the second half. 1-0. But it was 2 quick goals for England. Let's speed that up. Declan Rice through to Harry Kane, who raises his arms and fire comes out the corner flags. 1-1. Marcus Rashford. Saka. Back to Foden. Foden scoring in his back-to-back World Cup finals, no less. This time the winning goal in a 2-1 win. It was Ernesto Valverde who won the World Cup. Paulo Sousa is now currently in charge and has been for best part of a year. So Indonesia, well, they lost in the World Cup final to England, having beaten Denmark, Argentina, David Defender with the penalty, beating Norway, beating Portugal, 4-0 against Poland, and beating Belgium in the semi-final. They're up at 57 for generated players as well. It was 56, was it not? Was it? Yes, it was. What a great memory. About 12 minutes ago, I checked that. Give myself a pat on the back for remembering something from 12 minutes ago. Well done, me. In terms of the Southeast Asian Championship, we're going with that now, gang. We are literally going with it. If it's wrong, I will be wrong through the entire video. And it's Thailand again. We've won 8-2 on aggregate. The Thailand have beaten Indonesia. Oh, so to be fair, Thailand and Indonesia were up there anyway, but Thailand apparently better than Indonesia in the Southeast Asian Championship. You've got Portugal, Argentina, even Poland, who they've battered Poland in the World Cup 4-0. No offence, Thailand, not the best team. Aha. For some reason, they've not gone. They've not gone. They've not taken them. Why have they not taken them? The Asian Cup final, then. Is that back-to-back Asian Cups for Indonesia? I think it is. Certainly is. An absolute... Yeah, because they beat Thailand in this one. So, perfect players are doing the business. For some reason, Thailand aren't taking them to the Southeast Asian Championship. It's probably Indonesia's League Cup, is it, shall we say? Bringing through the youth prospects, the 57 youth-generated youth prospects. Okay, 2027. 2030 is the next World Cup. We'll go through to the next World Cup then. 2031 we'll have to go to. Oh, I'm excited. I think they might do it. In terms of transfers, Graham has gone to Real Madrid, where he spent a few years at Bayern Munich, and he's moved for £96 million to Real Madrid. And, yeah, fair play. David has left Porto for £109 million, gone to Liverpool. He went in the January. Martin still at Liverpool, and Sammy, wanted by Real Madrid, still at Manchester United. 93 caps, 157 goals. Doing pretty well for United in the Premier League. Not even coming in the top 3 though. Newcastle have got themselves up there. Not even loaded. Look at this, 92 and 93 caps for the lot of them. And in terms of Indonesia, they are 11th in the world. Mohamed Yoga is the manager. I think he's quite flexible with his tactics. Bang! Joke of the day. There you go. There's your pun. There's your one for the video. You can click off now, gang. Either alienated you all with a terrible joke, or you've got what you came for. So we were last here in the Asian Cup. Yeah, we saw it. And in terms of the Southeast Asian Championship, again, they lost in the final. Lost in the final to Thailand. They're just not taking them, are they? They're not taking them to the Southeast Asian Cup, which is annoying. They lost to South Korea 3-2 in the World Cup qualifiers. But they've almost certainly got there. And in terms of 2030, they lost to USA in the third round. Was that fluke getting to the final? Was that just a good run? Beat Morocco 5-0. Sammy Striker with 4. South Korea, they got revenge for the Asian Cup. Oh no, for the qualifiers, sorry, not the Asian Cup. And then losing 3-1 to USA. Josh Sargent, no less, with 2 goals. Currently playing for West Ham. And Gio Reyna with the opener, still at Dortmund. In terms of that World Cup, it was Uruguay. It was Uruguay that won the tournament, beating Turkey in the final. What a final that is! Why have I gone so high pitched? Tell you why. I'm shocked. Uruguay v Turkey. Shall we watch the goals? I'm not that bothered about this one. But Darwin Núñez with the winner. Okay, so they are 24 years old. They will be 28 after the next World Cup. I'm going to go for it. 2035, here we come. Wow. David has gone to Real Madrid for £82 million. Liverpool decided to make a £27 million loss on him, despite the fact he was one of the best defenders in the world. Real Madrid have got Graham as well. Obviously, they're winning the league. Not winning loads of Champions Leagues, though. Only won a couple. Steven Gerrard in charge of Real Madrid. Got 3 Indonesians. Sammy, 113 million from United. 71 and 81 for Real Madrid. 200 international goals for Indonesia. And of course, this is where we were last time. Was it? No, we got to the... I don't know. Anyway, they won the Asian Cup again. Every single time they're winning the Asian Cup. At a canter, no less. Getting through against the Southeast Asian Championship Group A. I don't even think they got out of the group. They did not. And they got to the quarter-final, losing to Spain. Beating Brazil 4-2 on the way. Adriano da Silva with both goals for Brazil. God, I can't even speak today. Sammy Striker with 4. Beating Chile after extra time. Oh, a late penalty from David Defender. Why is he on pens? Why is David on pens? 23 goals he's got. Got through the group comfortably, but yeah, I don't know if they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it. Well, 2035, that's, again, where are they? 28 years old. There's not a lot to look at. But let's jump through further. Still all at Real Madrid / Liverpool. Graham Goalkeeper's got a goal. Did he have that last time? Yeah, he must have done. Yeah, because he scored it back here. But Al Duhail. There we go. Real Madrid have won Champions League for the last 5 years in a row. So Steven Gerrard is absolutely loving it because he's bought three of the four perfect players. They are winning Champions Leagues upon Champions Leagues. Liverpool not dominating the league. United finally won the league and getting in the top three after they sold Sammy. Work that out. Akyar Ilyas looks shifty, doesn't he? Like that. Looking off into the distance like he's spotted something going on over there. Anyway, of course, this is where we were last time in the C Championship. Oh, they won in the C Championship finally, having not taken them again. They just never take them to the Southeast Asian Championship. It happens in November and December. Maybe clubs are not letting them go because of the way the season runs in Europe. The Asian Cup, again, they've absolutely dominated it. But then that happens in January. I suppose they couldn't let them go from November to the end of January. So it's one or the other, isn't it? You'd be fuming, wouldn't you? Again, in the final, they lost 9-0 to Thailand. Thailand getting the revenge, having lost 2-0 previously. In terms of the World Cup, didn't even get out the group. Drew to Paraguay, lost to Ukraine. Lost 8-0 to Thailand here. Bloody hell. Indonesia are 16th in the world then. Generated players is up at 60. 169 caps for Graham. 146 and 147 for the outfield players. Sammy with 220 goals. Martin on 79. David on 25. They're 32. They've probably got one more World Cup in them. Let's go. Ooh, Graham is joining Man City for free. Real Madrid, not got as much of a stranglehold on Champions Leagues. However, they did win another 2. City have won a couple in there. Steven Gerrard, still one of the greatest managers in world football. 42 cup wins, 11 league wins. He's been there for just over 12 years. Steven Gerrard, can you imagine him with his Scouse accent just shouting from the sidelines in Madrid? I don't know, it just doesn't feel very Steven Gerrard, does it? Let me know in the comments down below if you disagree. It's just tickled me, that has. Anyway, that's the matter at hand. Shifty McShifterson still in charge of Indonesia. There we go. Yeah, lost in the World Cup. Battered in the Southeast Asian Championship. Oh, they didn't even get through the Asian Cup second round. Having won the Asian Cup. Oh my word. Iran and Saudi Arabia won it. Oh, well, this doesn't bode well, does it? 2040, Southeast Asian Championship final against Thailand again, lost. Oh, lost both times. Lost to Holland and Peru in the World Cup. And Graham is still there. The rest of them retired. That's why Graham's got so many more caps. Yeah, 203. All the rest of them 147, 146, where they were last time. So they've retired from international football. Graham's the only one still going. And Indonesia have not won the World Cup. Well, that's that. That's that. If you have a look at Ballon d'Ors, Martin midfielder and Sammy striker have been dominating proceedings. Martin got 8 in a row. Eduardo Camavinga snuck one in 2034. Then Martin soared back with another 9 in 10 years for Martin. And then Sammy striker said, hang about, Mart. 3 for him in a row. This fella, central midfielder, and then Martin midfielder won another. Sammy striker won one, and then David defender got his first. So all 3 outfield players have won a Footballer of the Year. In terms of World Team of the Year, Sammy striker, Martin midfielder, David defender, and Graham goalkeeper are all in the 2042 season. In terms of all seasons, Erling Haaland is there. Only David defender and Graham goalkeeper. Martin midfielder is nowhere to be seen, and neither Sammy striker. Bukayo Saka on the bench in this for Real Madrid. Josko Gvardiol. So many Real Madrid players because they've won it so many times. But they won it so many times because of the perfect players. That was when they had 3 of them. That's when they were winning it loads, right? Eddie Howe is current England manager. And Ralph Hasenhüttl has not been the England manager this experiment has taken a double negative turn. For all of you hoping Indonesia would win the World Cup, I've got bad news. For all of you sat there hoping, thinking, well, at least Ralph will be England manager and we get to look forward to that. Moment of silence for Ralph. Where is he? I bet he's already gone. He's already gone. We're going to go back. I'm going to go back 5 years. We've got to see how Ralph got on, haven't we? Little light at the end of this tunnel. Still not there. I'm wondering if, because I've only got the Indonesian league loaded, was Ralph generated? Was Ralph generated? Ralph Hasenhüttl must not have been generated. We're back in 2034. One last check. No, Ralph Hasenhüttl's not there. So, yeah. So Indonesia now in 2047, they've all retired. Back in 49th in the world. Runner up in 2026 of the World Cup. Turkey have won a World Cup. Argentina won a couple. Portugal won one as well. Graham Goalkeeper did not become a staff member. However, David Defender is an unemployed manager with 20 adaptability and 20 determination. He's a model citizen. That's his preferred formation. He has never been a manager in his career. Won the Champions League in his final season as a player. Go on, David. Martin Midfield is also an unemployed manager. He's never been hired as a manager either. Last history as a job was Liverpool as a player. Staff roles, he could be a great fitness coach as well as a great manager. Sammy Striker did not decide to carry on once he hung up his boots. Well, that's that, gang. Disappointing. They didn't win the World Cup. They came close. Runners up to England. One of the first attempts. I thought when they got to the final in that first World Cup, I thought, oh, they're definitely going to do it. And they didn't. So, just shows how volatile the game can be sometimes. You think you're going to get there and you don't. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had a bit of fun watching this one. I've had quite a bit of fun making it. Thank you very much for the suggestion to Fittery Van Persie, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Any other suggestions from you guys about these experiments? Leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you'd like to see, what kind of things that you really enjoy watching on the channel. And I'll bring them to you because, yeah, I'm a man of the people. And, yeah, I want you guys to be enjoying what you're watching. So if you've got any ideas, let me know. If this is your first time around here, yeah, I've left it late. But, yeah, subscribe to the channel. And all of you, drop a like on the video. Makes me feel good inside. Makes me feel warm and fuzzy. A bit under weather at the minute. Very tired. A bit of a cold. Don't know if you can tell. So yeah, drop a like on it. Although by the time this comes out, I will be better. But I'll know. It'll make me feel better. But anyway, yeah, thanks very much for watching. If you wanted to go and watch part 1, where we gave Indonesia max youth rating, go and check it out on this video. If you've already seen it, go and check out the playlist of other experiments, or the Oldham Days, which is also on the channel. They'll all be flashing up here somewhere and everywhere. Editor J, little job for you. Take care, gang. I'll see you soon.